Good morning, everyone. How is everybody on this middle of the week Wednesday? Hope everyone is doing well. I myself am in a pretty good mood this morning. Morning, Mr. Ed, Mr. TC, Mr. Pete, Mr. Paul. Are you feeling any better this morning, Mr. Paul? I hope so. I hope the sleep helped. I had a pretty boring night at work. Not much going on at the hotel or in the medical. Seems like during full moons we get a lot of hospital stuff, but I didn't have too much hospital work last night. Not feeling any better. That's no good. Well, I hope that changes today. So, last night, in my front pocket, I have my Rain, checking it out, and man, it has just got the perfect action. Opening it is a little difficult with that cutout. I mean, it's not difficult, but it's kind of annoying. But the flipper tab works great on it. Anyway, had that in the front pocket. And then in the back pocket, I had my Sicaray light. Man, this thing is excellent. This is one of the best tuned knives that I've gotten out of the box. And I can probably proclaim that it's probably the best $100 knife I've ever gotten. As far as the detent feel and the hydraulic shut, I didn't have to do anything to it. It's pretty much perfect. They used good micarta. The micarta feels good. Of course, it's Magna Cut. But for $100, I don't know what I've gotten that's any better than this. It's got a great clip. Very ergonomically comfortable. Great little knife. Another great back pocket knife. And had that in the back pocket. And then in my back left pocket, I have my Vespa. So I had 3 on me last night. That's cool, Ray Sachs. Got you another old Tonto. I've got my Kunwu out for delivery today with the Vertilock. I'm excited to try that out. I'm going to shoot a video on it whenever it does show up today. Good morning, Tommy. How are you, sir? What are y'all got in your pockets this morning? Huh, a loaded question. Oh, you got your Protean yesterday, Tommy? How do you feel about it? What's your thoughts about it? Waylon, morning, sir. Which version did you get, Tommy? Well, there you go. Vision FG in the Ultim Pete's pocket. Don't like the lock bar. Has it got too much pressure or not enough pressure? You don't like how it's shaped or where it's located, or what's up? Let's see. I like the location okay. Oh, it does feel a little sharp. You got this version probably. Ed, I sent you a message on the Discord just saying you can join it whenever. That link should always work during the broadcast. It's the same link as every time. Yeah, it is a little sharp. I just now noticed that. I must naturally go a little bit higher and hit that thick part. But the thin part down here is a little sharp. Whoa, I got some feedback from your TV, Ed. Let me mute your mic while oh, I think he's good now.
Should be good.
Yeah, you are. I can hear you. You're actually on the stream now. Or your voice is.
My awesome voice.
So say hello.
Hello. Hello. Say hello to the folks. Hello, folks.
Hello, folks. Let me finish seeing what's going on. Everybody's carrying Sharp. Yes, haven't carried my Vision FG in a hot minute. Might carry it today. I don't think I have a Vision FG. That's the newer one, right? Yeah, I've got an old Vision. Oh, maybe mine is the FG. Didn't they make a new version of the Vision? I have no. I'm asking you, Ed, and anyone else.
They have the Civivi Vision. Oh, what the hell's the name of it?
It's the FG.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the Buster. I'm sorry. The Vision. I got one on the screen now. One of the original ones.
Yeah, I got one of the original ones too. But I think the FG. I don't know. No, maybe the original one had FG on it too. I don't know. TC will let me know here in just a second, I'm sure. Vision FG. Maybe that is the one I got. I got the Damascus blade, and is that the one you got on screen, Ed?
Yeah, the white scales one with the Damascus.
Yeah, that's the one I got. All right, let me bring you up. Might as well. I'm gonna bring Ed up to show us some his new stuff. Let me find the link. Hold on. Add a browser window. Your source 1920 by 1080. Hit OK. Lock it in. Throw it down here. Turn on the name badge. And you are live.
Uh-oh. You're all in trouble now. Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to figure out what's new.
Well, I can tell you about when. It's a little before the Strix was the last time you were on. I can't think what you got before the Strix. Probably the I don't know. Did the colorful one was before the Strix, I think.
Yeah, the Strix, the what they call the gummy worm, the Tri-Stash prototype.
Yeah.
That was before that. The Millers were somewhat before that.
Yeah, they were right before that too.
The Yakuza, the Ketuo Yakuza.
All right, that's nice.
This one's really nice, and this is probably one of the sharpest and cleanest edges out of the box that I've gotten in a long time.
Really?
The CKF Persian.
Yeah. Yeah.
integral.
Yeah. That's a thick boy too, huh?
It's not bad in the hand. It's not bad. It's really not that thick. It's not that heavy.
I just meant as
I
far as
was
integrals go. It's not that bad, but I bet it's at least a half inch, isn't it? Probably. Yeah. Gotta
at
be.
the swell. At the swell, it's probably more than that. But
Yeah.
it doesn't really carry big, and it doesn't feel big.
As long as .5 and over, I'm cool with.
Yeah, it's at or just a touch over half inch.
Looks
Really nice.
sturdy. Yeah. So it's only oh no, it's got thumb studs. Can you
Yeah, but
reverse flick it
you
easy?
can't. No, those are stops. You can't
Yeah.
flick it worth a darn. I they sent when you get it, it comes with uh extra bearings, extra pivot collar, extra set of studs, which is the blade stops. I want to modify one uh and put some relief in it in the lock bar and in the stud so I can finger flick it because it would just be crazy remarkable if you could reverse flick it. Um,
Yeah. That's the same way. I think I think Striders are kind of like that too, where you can't really. Or I've got a knife I've got recently. I can't remember, but I can't reverse flick it either. It's they're stop. You know, they're stops. They're not really thumb studs.
well, it's the same with the Satori clone, but I chamfered the side of the stud and put a relief in the lock bar. Otherwise, you couldn't finger flick it. Now you can finger flick it no problem.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Yeah,
and then I
that
just
makes
tuned it for the finger flick.
that makes
So
me want to
it's
grab mine. I thought I could reverse flick it. Maybe I can't.
you know
It's
what
probably
on that one it would depend. The blade stops, they're kind of domed and they're really slick. So there's not really much you can get your finger into to flick it. That's why I put the relief. So I chamfered this the inside towards the lock bar, the face and the top of the stud of the blade stop,
Oh,
and I put the relief in.
yeah, you're totally right. I can't. Yeah, that's one of those ones that you got to use the flipper tab for the most part.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's this and the Persian. I want to do it to the Persian. I haven't done it yet, but this the Satori is so remarkable to be able to finger flick, and so would the Persian. They're almost totally set up to do it. It's just for that there is no
Oh,
you can't get your finger in there at all.
yeah. Here's okay. Now I figured it out. Hold on. I'm gonna shrink you down half the screen here. Uh, I figured out what it is. It's I can get enough on it sideways that if I use a little bit of wrist, I can reverse flick it. But I
Yeah,
can't
but
use but I can't use the front studs at all. Like I can't get in there enough to get enough leverage.
you can't. For those. It's the angle. You have to get it like this, where they're
Yeah,
positioned with the pivot. You have to get it like this.
yeah.
If
It's
you're
all
in
about
here, you can't
geometry.
do it.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
all about geometry.
but they're both like they're so slick.
Yeah,
They you,
mine lands on my finger lands like enough underneath the bottom that I can use a little wrist and get it to open. But
yeah, but all you have to do is just put that little bevel.
round, yeah. Or
It's
I could probably just round out that thumb stud a little bit more.
so what you'd have. I can't really show close enough. I can't see too good with the phone, but
I can see it.
if you could, yeah,
Yeah,
it's chamfered at an angle. So without the relief, I could do it. I put the relief in so I could really get good engagement with it.
right. Yeah, that's a good mod. Because I hate knives that I don't know. I like to reverse flick knives, and any knife that I can't always turns out being one I don't want to carry.
And this Ketuo Meridian.
You like that one for taking pictures, don't you?
So the guy I got it from, he sent it to me a while back for pictures for him. So I haven't taken any new ones yet because I have so many that I took before, and he was going to put it up for sale and messaged me and made me offer to buy it, and it was a incredibly crazy offer, so I bought it.
Heck yeah!
It was not not one to say no to.
Are you still loving the Strix?
I carried the Persian today, the Strix yesterday. I think I carried the Persian the day before that, the Strix the day before that. These two are the Persian is they're both ridiculous, but the Persian is I have to keep fighting myself to put something else in my pocket besides those two.
Yeah.
But this is the QSP prototype of the Tri-Stash with a full hollow.
Oh, that is hollow. It's not flat.
No, it's hollow. It's pretty good. It's a little shallow, but it gets down really thin.
Oh yeah, I can see it there on that angle a little bit.
Yeah. It needs skiffs, and I'm currently out of skiffs. I got to get some more.
Yeah, so I guess they went with QSP before they picked Kubi or whoever they picked.
He had QSP, Kubi, Kunwu. I think one more. I don't remember off the top of my head. Kunwu, I think, was the ones that was going to do the integral, which I believe is still coming. I don't know from who, though. I don't know if there was an issue. I can't remember the story, but there was an issue with Kunwu. And plus, Sergio's kind of a interesting fellow, I'll say. He's not very well liked.
Is that the guy, Kunwu?
Yeah. What else?
I wonder if that's why, like, Asher left Kunwu and went to Petrified Fish. I mean, he just said he was getting better quality, but I'm wondering why people would leave Petrified Fish. Leave Kunwu.
It's got nothing to do with the knives. It's all him.
Yeah.
He's a real piece of work. No, he's an interesting fellow.
Oh yeah.
He's not liked, and it's not because of business reasons. It's because of, I don't want to be mean. He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
Pardon my language.
Oh, you're fine. And then how many of the big Miller brothers do you have now? 3 or 4?
3.
Yeah.
You can thank TC for that.
Yeah. I knew he had those because I got one. I got that same one. I guess the one with the cross on it, maybe, or something. No, I don't have that one. I don't know which one I've got, but I got one of them.
There's like 5 or 6 different.
Yeah, I've seen like 5, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Do they still close like they always do? Washers?
They're on washers. I've got them tuned pretty good. I can thumb them open. Yeah, there's no way to finger flick them. They're too bulky. They're too heavy. but I can thumb flick them pretty good. They don't really, like, you can shake it to bring it down. There's only
Yeah.
so much. There's only so much leeway you have with the tuning before you're getting slack in the blade. But
Yeah,
the
there's
lock
just
bar is pretty forgiving. So if you do have a little tiny bit of play, put a little bit more tension on the lock bar, and the lock bar will travel in more, and then it'll get rid of that play.
yeah. It's got a lot of surface area where the blade is meeting the scales when it closes. Like there's a lot of, but it's so big. Lot. Yeah.
But I carry them. I use them. I carry them. They're sharp as hell. These are probably, after I sharpen them, probably some of the sharpest knives here.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing something. Something else is new, and I can't think of what the heck it is.
I've been paying attention on the Discord whenever you post on there, but let's see. What else were you showing?
Probably the Strix and the Persian mostly.
Yeah.
That's what I put last night, was the Persian and the wee Ferox and the Drop Bear 2, which is really nice.
Yeah, you had all three of the tri-stashes lined up in a picture.
Yeah, that was last week.
You had that
when they were
Ketuo or whatever.
Yeah, when they were stuck in I stuck them in an apple when I was at work.
Oh, what did you do with didn't you do a mod, some kind of mod to the Shepherd?
So the Shepherd, no. It came, no. The only thing I was going to do was I was going to put a lanyard hole in it, but the titanium was really, really rough. The integrity of it had a lot of air pockets in it. So I got like half a hole and said, no, that ain't going to happen. Other than that, just trying to reprofile the edge because the blade is so thick. Other than that,
a little while back, you posted a picture of both of your the
fatty slash. Yeah, I don't have the dark wash anymore. I sold it for a pretty good price. Yeah, there was a guy that I guess his dad, Jared Neve, contacted me a while back and told me about this guy that was looking for one. I guess his dad had one and lost it, and he wanted to get one. And I originally didn't want to sell it because the dark wash one was a gift from somebody. But after thinking about it and talking to the guy that gave it to me, I said, "Screw it." I gave the guy a price, and he bought it. So it went to a good home. I'm happy, and I got a really good price on it. A lot more than the $50 that they were worth when they first came out. Right. I still have the other one, but that one I haven't even touched for a while. I'm doing a hollow grind on the blade, and I do about 5 minutes and ADD kicks in, and I put it away.
You said that top left one it's one of the sharpest you've got, or the best edge, like the cleanest edge?
I have not touched the edge at all. And it is...
I love that grind.
I would say so much to say that... So the thing with paper slice tests is not the fact that how it slices, but how it feels. Slices.
Yeah,
how it slices clean, how it feels, and how it sounds.
Yeah.
Like this, I used it like 3 times at work already. I haven't even stropped it yet.
Yeah, as long as you use the same type of paper every time when you do your cut test, like you can start telling between knives pretty easy. Like,
I grew up in a knife shop, so I'm used to the sound, the feel.
Yeah.
I know
what you can feel. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and the same when I'm sharpening, I can find the edge angle in about a split second. I don't have ever any issues sharpening,
Yeah, I don't.
but
I like good
the
factory edges. I appreciate when knife companies do that because so many just half-ass at it.
the millers I sharpened, and as thick as they are, they still have uh they can still slice pretty good. And these actually, after using them, I haven't even dressed them up yet. I sharpened
Yeah.
them and then I used them, and I put them back on the shelf and carry other stuff. So when I get the times when I go and sit on the floor and screw around them, that's when I'll do the knife maintenance and resharpen them or whatever. Uh, Hone them, or if I'm going to do a mirror polish on the edge or whatever.
Uh. Yeah. What else I was gonna say? And like your Strix came too. Oh, yeah. I meant to ask you. Have you bought any of the newer ones that are out, like the Waka or the Protean or?
Not yet. The Strix was, I think, the last AliExpress purchase. Uh,
Yeah, I just wondered if any of them tickled your fancy.
some of them, like the Protean, I'm not really sure. I sometimes like it and sometimes don't. It's a one of those weird ones where you look at it a couple of times and you're like, it's okay. You see other pictures of it or you see a video of it, and like, man, that's really nice. It's weird.
Yeah,
Like
the
that's the
Protean.
thing.
The Protean has a shape like it's very distinct, and some angles it's one of those girls that looks better from some angles than she does from others.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like the Strix, I do not like skeletonized handles. I don't like them at all. And this is in my pocket almost every day. It's fantastic. I
Yeah.
love it.
Um, they just came out with new milling patterns for another knife I just posted. The neutralizer. They came
Yeah,
out with some new milling patterns, but I'm hoping that right after that they'll come out with some new milling patterns of the Strix. They'll come out with a solid one.
I saw some new ones of the Rosies too a day or two ago.
Yeah. I meant to tell y'all. Let me flash this real quick, Ed. Hold on just a second. Right here, let me bring up the Firefox. All right, hold on just a second. Um, put a link. The Cedars are live as of in the middle of the night last night. Uh, so if any of y'all want to grab the Cedars, they are up now. They're 84 and 89 bucks. I got three different patterns, and then he anode and put a dark blade on the one pattern, so he made four. But the blue one is just the same pattern as the top one that's just been anodized. Uh, so I bought one of each of the top three just to try them out. I'm just going to keep the one I like and sell them off. They're so easy to get rid of for what you paid for them because people don't want to wait from China and they're impatient. And so a bunch of these guys on the Reddit, they just sit there and wait for people to post the new knives for, the same price the people paid. Like, so I don't have to worry about losing money. I mean, that's the good thing about buying these recently is they're all worth, $100 with shipping to people and they'll pay it. And so I don't know. I've just been grabbing a few extras to get rid of. But there's the link to the Cedars. Uh, but yeah, I guess they're going to start doing this pattern and everything. The hexagon, milling. I mean, I like it, and at least they picked some good pattern. Oh, actually, that pattern is different. Dang, I didn't even pay attention. That's the one like on the Cortex and the FSD or something. I thought. Well, I'm still glad I just got those three because I like plain tie. I don't need the blue one. Uh, but yeah, they are up now. Ed, you're back on now.
I was just responding to Mister. I'm going to grab a couple more sheets of paper. I'm going to show you something funny.
And people don't realize, like, when you can get a knife push cuts, like just pushing into paper instead of like pushing straight on, if you can get like razor blades will do push cuts, but getting a knife to do a push cut, and paper towels are really hard to cut.
So the funny thing about paper slice tests, where they were actually originated by con men to sell sharpening services. And what they would do, because any type of paper, it has grain. And what they could do, because people didn't know any better, these guys would go around town, hey, we'll sharpen your kitchen knives, blah, blah, blah. They'd go inside the house, they'd grab the kitchen knives, and they'd say, let me show you how dull your knife is. It won't even cut paper. Okay. So people would fall for it and they would pay for sharpening services. Now you see, I just tried to slice that, it didn't slice worth the shit. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to sharpen it. And now the reason why that happens is because paper, any kind of paper, copy paper, bristle board, news stock, anything, it has grain. So it's only going to slice in one direction. Even if the blade is super sharp, sure, I can make it cut, but if I'm trying to dupe you into buying my services, what are you going to believe?
Yeah.
And it's the same exact piece of paper. If I turn it against the grain, it ain't going to cut worth the crap.
Yeah.
So like I say, I'll sharpen it again. Here we go. Bubble wrap. No, it's sharp. Same piece of paper. Okay, there you go. Look at how sharp it is. It's an old con man trick.
You can strop your knives with your palm.
So most of the time, and this is what I tell people, most of the time what you're doing is you're not sharpening. You don't want to sharpen. You're treating edge damage, whether it's edge roll or burrs, any kind of deformations. What you want to use is whatever is readily available. Whatever dulls your knife will sharpen your knife. So corrugate, corrugate, wood, some grains of wood, shrink wrap, because shrink wrap has fiber in it.
A lot of people use the edge of their window too in their car.
So yeah, so the upside down coffee cup trick, all of that. That's more because those types of substances are able to remove steel and reform edges. It's the same with corrugate or bristle board, even things like masonite, stuff like that. If it dulls your knife, it'll sharpen your knife. And really, like I say, you're not really sharpening. You're either honing or you're just reforming the steel. Most of the time when you think your knife is, think about a razor blade. Razor blade gets dull quick because it's super thin. After a while, if you keep cutting, and then feel it, you'll feel the edge roll. You'll feel the damage. What you can do is take that, put it on a piece of corrugate, and just strop it on corrugate. You're not sharpening it. You're just taking that roll away. You're reforming it.
Yeah, like I'm a huge proponent of just stropping your knives after you get them good and sharp, and you can maintain them for a long time. Like just fixing that edge. If you've got the edge already on there and it just it rolls over, or just like you said, dulls a little, you can get it back in shape. Like
that's the 4 that I use when I'm sitting on my chair. I've got 4 that I use that's sitting on the floor when I'm sitting on the floor. 99% of the time, one micron or 4 micron diamond on a strap. That's all you need. That's all you'll ever need.
Yeah, and especially if you do it, like once every couple of weeks when you feel it start to matter, you can keep knives great.
And the other thing I teach people is when you're trying to figure out if a knife is sharp, you don't go this way because you're always going to catch the grooves of your finger and it's going to feel like it's sharp, like it's got bite. You go this way because that gently your fingertips will feel if there's imperfections, if there's rollover, if there's burrs.
Yeah, a lot of people use the thumbnail or the fingernail trick too to run it down your fingernail.
So
Just
I really,
perpendicular. As long as you hold it
yeah,
good and perpendicular.
I don't prefer that because depending on your nail, like I tear the
Yeah,
crap out of my nails at work. So even if I
some of
have
them
a good nail,
slide.
if I'm
Yeah,
doing that, number one, I'm cutting my nail. So there's an imperfection in my nail that's not going to ride that edge. Number two, I run the risk of cutting my finger, which I don't like that idea.
yeah,
This is why paper tests, you're not testing the sharpness, and it depends on how you slice. If you do a simple push cut, that's fine. What's going to happen is you're not going to feel where that is. It's something you have to teach yourself. But when you're doing a slice test, you're slicing. So what I can do is I can hear and I can feel where there's a nick in the blade. This is a better test for me. So if I feel one, and the other odd thing is if I take my reading glasses off, I can see that edge better with my glasses off than I can with them on. I could find nicks in the edge just by eyeball because I'm so
yeah,
used to it.
yeah.
But those are the things. So the two things that I would recommend if you want to test your edges, learn how to slice and learn how to hear it and how to feel it, because that's what's going to tell you if you have a good edge. Anything with a good apex is going to cut. It depends on like let's say you do a 60 grit. If you do it right, you'll have those little micro serrations, but it'll still glide through paper. Copy paper and sales flyers. Sales flyers, when you get sales flyers in the mail every week, I cut them into quarters. I got stacks over there a friggin' mile high, and I could tell you each sales flyer, like this is a Menards. This is the slice path because it goes with the print. The other ones like Jewel or Meyer go against the print. So I know paper by paper, and I've got copy paper, I've got bristle board, I've got card stock. I know all of that by just I've been doing it my whole life. I'm 55 years old. I grew up in a knife shop. I spent 20 years in it. After a while, it's like doing anything else. You do it enough, and you can do it with your eyes closed.
Yeah, but it's something important to learn how to do if you're going to keep knives.
That's
How,
the thing.
how to sharpen.
Having Yeah, and when I'm teaching people how to sharpen, I always tell them you you can do it easily if you know what your angle is. Put it on a flat surface and raise the spine up until the shadow disappears under the edge. That's close enough to your angle. You sharpen. If you're on a stone, listen to it. You'll be able to hear where your bevel is, so you'll know if you're high or low. Get to learn to feel it. You'll feel where the bevel is. It's the same as cutting paper. It's the sound. It's the feel. I can any knife in here. I got 350 knives here. I'll take any one of them, beat the crap out of it, and I'll sharpen it in less than 30 seconds. That's me. I've been doing it my whole life, so that's different. But it's easy to learn. Very easy to learn. You can do it on sandpaper in about 30 seconds. And really, like I say, if you take 2,000 grit sandpaper, you're basically just dressing the edge imperfections from when you were using it. Same thing with
Yeah,
a razor blade. You can maintain the edge on a razor blade, just run it on like 2,000 grit sandpaper to get that rollover out.
Yeah, because like 1,000 grit, one grit, 1 millimeter, whatever, diamond paste,
Micron.
1 micron. Thank you. 1 micron diamond paste is like 5,000 or something,
Yep.
10,000, or I don't know, somewhere between there.
So where I keep the strops in my desk, I also have different grits of sandpaper from I think 80 all the way up to 20,000, I think. But that's 4 micron, that's 1 micron, that's green stick, and that's white stick. So depending on, and that's the thing, you have to use the different stuff: 600 grit, 800 grit, 8,000 grit, stones, diamond plates, sandpaper, strops. Every edge is different. The geometry of this one and sharpening this one, whether it's a 15-degree edge and this is a 15-degree edge, doesn't mean anything, because the edge profile is what comes off of the geometry of your grind. So if your grind is super thin and you have 15 degrees, it's not the same as being, as thick as a dang tree branch and being 15 degrees. Completely different. And it's going to slice different. It's going to cut different.
Yeah. Cliff's talking about he lives in Alaska and he says he carries his knife bag with him all the time, but he has to do whole animal like butchery all the time. So, but that's a different lifestyle when you're living a subsistence lifestyle, living off the land. So I bet his knife it's like part of his life, like daily, like all the time.
And for stuff like that, he's probably got 3 or 4 different types of knives for each job. Like I'll carry every day, I have an Exceed Tyrant in my pocket, because if I'm going to do a ton of cardboard, I'm not picking one of my main blades. I'm not trashing it. I'm going to use this because I can take a blade out in 2 seconds and put it back in, and razor blades are cheap as hell.
Yeah. I'm curious what knives he likes the best. Like, I need to get him to talk to us about his Alaska knife sometimes and what he thinks he couldn't live without.
This knife is what, 560, 570, something like that. This has cut copper wire. It has cut wire ties. It has cut wire loom. When I take a knife to work, I take it. It's going to get used. If it gets, I don't baby them, but I don't beat them up. I use what's specific for the job. That's what I use. I'm not going to take a blade that's super thin, like even the Strix. This I can do it because it's tall. It has enough height to it that I can pull staples. I can cut wire ties. I can tear apart copper wire. I don't have to worry about it. But if it's something like this, I've popped wire ties with this, but there's going to be certain things that I'm not going to do because that shallow height doesn't give me that type of power. You have to have knives that are designed for the purpose that you're going to use them for.
Yeah. I don't do much. I don't do nearly like the kind of cutting you do at work. I wish I did. I wish I had more to cut. I get mad when I can't find something to cut daily. Like, that's how little
I've been in industrial maintenance tech and automation tech for 40 years. And since I was probably 15, I have not had a day go by that I didn't have a knife in my pocket. Now I carry 2 or 3 because I try to tailor my carry to where I might have something it's got a limited profile, but it's thick and it's strong, that I know I could use it for breaking wire, chopping a damn staple in half, anything. Chopped wood.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I wouldn't put it. So if I had the Strix and the Persian, those are two basically no worry knives. The Strix, because one, it only costs $100. Two, it's strong enough to deal with what I'm going to put it through. The Persian, somebody might say, why am I carrying such an expensive knife and tearing up shit at work? Because it can handle it. It can do it. I take something like one of the Millers, I'll throw that down the damn stairs. I don't care because it ain't going to get hurt. If anything,
Right.
the styling of the knife,
It's going to add character.
Yeah, if it gets scratches and shit all over it, that's even better.
Yeah, it's going to add character. Yeah, something funny I've thought of recently is like I'm 6'4", 285. You know, like I've been that size since I was 15 years old. So I've always been a big enough guy. And a lot of times with boxes, I just find a way in and then I just rip them apart. I just rip tape. But a lot of times I'll try to find a way to use my knife. So now I'll be like, oh, wait a minute. I can, instead of using brute strength, I can use this stupid knife in my pocket. But I had to teach myself that. Because I hate carrying one and feeling like, what's the point? Why do you have this knife on you if you're not going to cut anything? I mean, it almost feels stupid. Like, why are you a knife carrier if you're not using a knife? Makes no sense. I mean,
but there's times where I could go a whole night and not pull my knife out to cut something. I don't like. I'm saying I've been doing it my whole life. I can go without a knife. The problem is, at this point, I still have to have one or two in my pocket because if I don't, my brain tells me the whole day I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting something. And that freaking OCD, ADD crap, it drives me insane.
yeah.
Every time I leave work, I'm like, oh, I'm forgetting something. Do I have my ID? Do I have my wallet? It drives me crazy. I gotta have a knife
I've
in my
been
pocket.
using mine. I've been using mine for things I wouldn't have never used it before. That's what I'm saying. Like opening little, I try to use it as much as possible, so I feel like I'm getting the use out of it. That I want to. I don't know. It's almost like I feel like I need to find ways to use it, even if because I'm not doing something repetitive like you. There's certain things that you do with conveyor systems that you're going to be cutting. When y'all unload stuff, you're going to be cutting a bunch of straps and getting stuff out. But then you might not, since it's already unloaded and unstrapped, you might not need to cut straps for a few more days. But still, you're doing routine things. And my job, I don't have too many routine things that I have to do at work as far as a knife is involved. So I have to kind of force myself to use my knives.
This Meridian has already slit 2 belts, one 60-footer and one 40-something footer. I don't worry about using my knives because apart from snapping a blade in half, anything that happens, I can fix it. I can hand rub the finish. I can mirror polish the finish. I can do anything. There's nothing I can't fix on a knife.
Yeah, even if you got to take off the tip and reprofile it into a Tonto.
Yep.
Well, all right, man. I appreciate you hopping up and showing us knives.
I appreciate you having me on again. I'll always be more than happy. I wish I had more knives to show you, but this is, like I say, this is about the most recent. And to be honest, if I didn't
try
have
to let
nothing
them build
here,
up a little bit. Yeah, I try to pay attention and let your knives build up for a little while till you got us like 10 new ones to show, and then I'll pop you up again.
Yeah, I honestly, if I didn't have no knives up here, the Strix, the Persian, and the 2 Tri-Stash prototypes would be the only thing on the table right now. Because those, I have to fight myself to keep the Tri-Stashes out of my pocket. Otherwise, those and the V1, all 3 of those would be in my pocket every single day. The Persian and the Strix, same thing.
Well, that's good.
And
a good recommendation for people.
I could recommend. That depends on what people like. I could recommend the Kunwu Django or the Django XL, depending on what size you like. The Kunwu Padre, because they are incredible users, absolutely fantastic users. I would recommend, honestly, this as a user. Number one, it looks fantastic. It looks beautiful. Number two, it's an incredible user. Like I'm not joking. I'll tear apart conveyor belts. I'll cut freaking rubber tires in half. I don't care. If it's in my pocket, I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
So it's
you're able to cut it. Yeah.
When I say it's a user, it's a user. They're all users.
Yeah. Well, all right, man. I'll let you collect a few more, and I'll have you up again soon.
All right, man. Sounds good.
All right, buddy.
Yep.
Later. It's so weird that the website keeps the somehow whenever I add a browser source to OBS, that browser source, even when I delete it, it's still linked in to the web browser. So it's still, if there's sound in the browser, it still comes through over to OBS, even though there's not a tab, a source for that web browser. I don't know. It's weird. It's a bug in OBS, I guess, or in Chrome. I don't know. Let's see. Where is my screen and why is it so little? All right. We're back. So I did get a couple of the leather things yesterday, and I'm getting the rest of them today. But the delivery yesterday came. I got a little force set of the little punches to put the holes in for the sewing. I don't know the technical terms for them yet. I will learn them and I will know them because I will get to working with leather at some point. But I got a 6, a 4, a 2, and a single. And those should work pretty good. They got nice knurling on the handles so you can get a real good grip. And they are super sharp. Yeah, the codes don't work on the cedars, Robin. They've blocked codes. There's not working ones right now. See you later, William. And good morning, Matt, and whoever else I didn't say hi to. Robin, Tegan, Cliff. Yeah, hearing about your Alaska knives would be cool one day. You ought to pop up on stream. I've got a link that anybody can join anytime they want to, and you can use your cell phone or your if you got a webcam or a laptop or something. It's real easy to hop on there. And I would love anybody who wants to come up and show us knives. Yeah, I got 3 of them. I got the 3. I didn't get the blue one, but I got the other 3. And then the other thing I got was this crazy named the little cutter. And it seems very sharp too. And it would be fun to resharpen at some point. You definitely have to use stones for it because you couldn't get it in the fixed angle sharpener. I mean, you might could somehow, but yeah. And I'm curious how good it works. It makes me want to shave off some of the back of this thick leather. I want to see if it'll take this back off like it shows. You know how you can. Yeah. It is cutting. So it is, those are super thin too. You can't see that, but they're like little shavings. So that's cool. So I got the leather cutting knife and the little hole punchy things. And those are all technical terms, of course. Official technical terms. The pokey things and the little spatula knife. Yep, go walk that dog, Robin. Walk the dinosaur. Yeah, oh yeah, pictures. I forgot. Sorry. Said I was going to show your pictures on the Discord. I had it up. Well, I did have it up. Hold on. We're getting there. Yeah, I went over to click on the Cedar link. But here's Tegan's new concepts he got in. I forgot to show that picture. Mr. Tegan. Got you some nice ones. Both of those are gold foil. Gold foil carbon fiber, I'm guessing. Let's see. Who else? Anybody else post on here? Oh yeah, Lou posted some awesome knives. Lou's got some nice stuff. There's that, yeah, those go together well. TC posted for Titanium Tuesday yesterday. Nice pick. And that was after Waylon. So Waylon has had a good year. He came in the chat at one point and was talking, and he said he didn't have a titanium knife yet. And so I thought that was sacrilege. So I told him I was going to send him one. So I did send him one. And I created a monster. He didn't have one, and now he's got 9, 18, 19, 21, 23, 20, 27, looks like. So, wow. Collections are, it's hard. But he's cut back, he said. He's going to start doing some more budgets. I'm going to do a few budgets, too. I want to start doing some more videos on some great budget knives now that I've really got a feel for what I like. So, yeah, I think I could recommend some good budget knives now. Whereas I bought a bunch of nice ones, but I really didn't know which ones to pick to do new videos, you know, show people best knife under $30, best knife under $50. Yeah, if you liked having Ed up, Cliff, he's got some really nice knife shelves that he built. You haven't seen those before. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I guess the cedars. Oh, and then I mentioned while I was talking to Ed that a new version of the neutralizer came out. Dang it, I didn't type the word knife. So he's got some new patterns, which I like. I got the light gray one. I got that one. But he's also got the dark gray. So we got the dark gray, and the one with the holes in it. But finally, I got one without holes in it. Yay! So, if y'all didn't see those, the link for the neutralizer is right here. I showed your knives, Hagen. Yeah, I showed your new knives down here while you were gone. I guess you're a fan of the gold foil carbon fiber. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, neutralizers, new pattern. I was thinking, so I've got the same one that Ed had. He didn't have it on the table, but I've got the white one with the Damascus blade. And it is called the FG. And yeah, TC said while Ed was up, it's the Vision R. It's the SNEX Vision R from Wii. I don't know why I'm typing it there. SNEX also has one. Well, no. I think there's. Maybe not. I guess those are the only two. Yeah, the Main Street is one I want to get. Let's see. Something else that came up. Oh yeah, I mentioned there was a broken knife. I can't remember where it was at. There was one of these Reddit subreddits that people were posting a bunch of their broken knives, and y'all were talking about, while we were talking about sharpening, there was a guy that left, he had a day off work, and when he came back to work, his chef knife was broken and it was in his box that he kept it in. Somebody had broke his knife on his day off, and he couldn't get anybody to tell him what happened. And somebody said they didn't loan their knives out, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, TC said they used to all keep their knives sharpened with or honed with a rod, probably. But yeah, that would be super terrible to come back to work and your nice chef knife. I would be hot. I would be calling somebody out. And I'm scrolling because I'm trying to find where those were. I don't remember which subreddit. It had to be, I mean, it could have been in knives. Let me see. If I can, I can't remember the title of it. It's kind of hard when you can't remember the title of it. Oh, washing machine broke. It's in the same. Okay, I got it. Man, I can't type. Where's that post? Comments. I hate when you can't find posts on Reddit that you've seen. And I'm a member of so many knife Reddits over here that I cannot remember which subreddit it was in. My mom broke my knife when cooking with it, and I managed to fix it. Oh, wow. Yeah, so there's a prime example of what Ed said. You can fix any knife. That guy took it and fixed it. Good job, buddy. Yeah, I would need to know too. Like, just tell me what happened. Like, it's already done. Like, friend broke my new knife. Oh, that's not bad. I wish I could figure out. I thought it was in. It's got to be in one of these, like, knife club. Let me see what broke brings up here. I wonder if it was in, like, Knife Swamp. Have y'all ever heard of Knife Swamp? So there's a community called Knife Swamp, which is a play on Knife Swap. And they put, I need to join it on this account. They have some pretty crazy posts. Yeah, here we go. There's the one that broke in the washing machine. So at least I found that one. We looked at that one the other day. Could have sworn it was the same. So maybe it's in here. Let's see. I don't know where it is. Knife Swamp is a funny community, though. It's people that that don't like Knife Swap, and they talk trash about other knife forums. Your favorite chef knife is a 10-inch cold steel. Nice. I didn't even know cold steel made chef knives. Commercial series chef knife. 10-inch. Oh, wow. 4116 steel. That's the same one. It says commercial on it. What in the world? Commercial series. Well, there you go. I found it pretty quick. Thank you for sharing that, Cliff. Something I didn't know. See you later, Tegan. Have a good one, buddy. That's pretty cool. I've shown y'all the two, the one I got my daughter and the one I got myself from, I know I've shown this, but just about everybody has an Amazon account nowadays, and I don't know why everybody doesn't want to use promo codes to save money on Amazon. So the My Vipon site is something y'all need to check out if you haven't, for getting promo codes for Amazon. But I got both of these knives. So let me just type knife in here. They don't always have folding knives, but they do have lots of knives and knife related things with promo codes. So you can find some great deals. That's where I got my magnetic strips for like $3 a piece. But they always have something on here. It's a decent deal. But anyway, I found my two chef's knives on here using one that looks a lot like my one of the ones I got. Hold on. So I got my daughter. I used a code to get. I had an extra one that I wasn't using, so I got this one for my daughter right here using one of these codes from Vipon, and it's a Vastid chef's knife. It's an 8-inch. But I gave that to her. Let's see, when I ordered it back in September of 2024, so over a year ago. It was $50, and I got a $20 off code from that My Vipon site, and it made it $29. So I got that one for $29, and then I got myself a Kaiser one. Let's see if I can find it. I've got 4 pages of Kaiser knives I've ordered from Amazon. Oh, but they're not all Kaisers. They're showing Civivis and all kinds of stuff. I guess I ordered mine a long time ago. Yeah, here's the one I got for myself. Just because y'all know how I like Kaisers. I got that one for myself. And I like that one a lot. It cuts very nicely. And it originally was on sale for 49 bucks. And my Vipon, maybe I didn't use it for that. Maybe I found that on like knife deals or one of those subreddits where they give you it was like 50% off. But yeah, that one, and look how many layers it has. Japan TCO 69 layers Damascus. Like, why did they pick 69? I mean, come on, Kaiser. Chinese people think we're silly. 69 layers Damascus. We were talking about layers the other day. That's a weird number of layers too. You'd have to do some weird some weird rolling to get to a 69 number. Freelander Damascus. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Freelander Damascus Chef. There it is. It's got 67 layers. Yeah, I like the pattern on that one. Yet, I've been wanting to get a Tucson one. I haven't gotten a Tucson chef knife yet. Ed's got one. Yeah, I like that pattern. 67 layers. So my Kaiser's better because it's got 2 more layers. Mosaic pen. Oh, speaking of, I need to order some leather snaps. All these sets that you buy off Amazon have 4 different colors, and I'm not going to make enough sheaths and stuff to need all those different colors, but I guess for 10 bucks I need to buy one of these little kits, huh? I need to find, yeah, here's snap fasteners. Oh yeah, that's the same thing. Gotta do the sheath tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be the giveaway also. Yeah, I need to get some more hardware for my sheath because I think, well, I know I'm going to try to make 2 out of this piece of leather because I can't justify spending 24 bucks on this piece of leather and not getting 2 sheaths out of it. So since I need to get 2 sheaths for this knife, if I do a pattern like that guy did on the video we watched, I would need a big piece sticking out the top that curves over to make it all out of one piece. So what I'm going to have to do is make my sheath on this half like he did, and then have my strap attached separately from a little strip that I get off of here. So I should be able, I've thought this out. If I cut this directly in half, I should be able to have my little 1/2 inch gap all the way around this knife double it over, and still have enough to make a strip right here that I can use for the strap to the belt loop. Sorry, I keep saying strap, but I need my belt loop. So hopefully I can do that and make that happen. I think I will be able to get this doubled over and still have my other half over here and still have a little strip out of this half. And I need to buy some more leather. I need to find some more leather. I need to go find some remnants or scraps from somebody. I need to solve that because I would love to have a bunch of like leather laying around that I just had to use to make something out of, because that would be fun. But it gets expensive when you got to buy the leather. You can get stuff for Kydex. So you'll need other stuff for Kydex. They make Kydex rivets. Kydex rivets is what you'll need. So you need these right here. They're called Kydex holster eyelets, or but they're the little eyelets, and then you can put these screws in them wherever you want to. So you put these eyelets in the Kydex, and then the screws go in the eyelets. And you can buy a combo of the eyelets and the screws. So something like this right here, I think, no, that doesn't have the eyelets. That's just the screws. Here, I'll give you a link to both of them. Let's find a good deal on them. It looks like the eyelets are kind of high. Here you go. Here's a $7.99. Wait, I don't think that's both sides, though. That doesn't look right. Oh, I guess they go together. 10-pack. Here, I'll send you this link. But here's the little eyelets you use. And then the screws that go in the eyelets are right here. Chicago. Boom. Got both links for you there, Mr. Keep It Scale Stupid. Now I'm all into leather, and I want to look at leather tools. There's not too many more. Well, yeah, there is. There's all kinds of punches. Stitching punch, what they're called. I used to have one of those laying around in a toolbox, and nobody ever really could tell you what it was for. Or as a kid, you didn't know what it was for. I learned pretty early, but a lot of people don't know what that tool is for. I did get one of the little marking. I'll show you the other things. They're all arriving today, the little leather tools that I got. There's the knife I bought, little $18 one. These things are cool to make leather strips. Leather splitter peeling machine. Huh. That's pretty wild. It comes with razor blades and everything. That thing splits leather. You can peel it and make it the same thickness to make your... That's pretty cool. That would be good for Mr. Cliff to take his leather hides and make them all the same thickness. Okay, Robin. Yeah, there are some upholstery shops. I used to know a guy that did that, so I'll have to hit him up and see if he's still got access to a few shops. That's a good idea. People that do leather furniture too would have a lot of extra scraps. Need to look that up. I didn't buy one of those knotting things. Well, that's pretty cool too. That's a little punch that it's all. That's pretty handy. But I think there's something to be said about hammering the holes in yourself. I think that would feel like cheating. I feel like I was doing mass production. I like the fact that I bought the little things I bought, because that means I'll have to work with my hands and actually feel like I'm doing something with the leather. Yeah, I like these little things. Stitching punches. Yeah, it's just expensive when you start getting this thick. So this is 2mm, I believe. I got the calipers. Test her out. It is. Oh, wait. No, this is. I thought maybe it was supposed to be 5mm. No, it says 4.5. That's pretty thick. 4.4. I wanted it good and thick. Oh, I still got to get that other little piece out of here somewhere too, that little strip. I'm just going to have to make one sheath out of this whole thing and do it like he did with the strap built in. I'm going to have to do it long ways and build the strap in and do it just like he did, because I need that other little piece to go around the edge here. The little, I forgot what it's called, what he called it, but I need to learn my leather terms. Even today, Sever. Good morning, by the way. Pocket knife brings up different stuff. Oh, there you go. Well, you learn something new every day. So there's some Hytron knives. And the ones that say instant aren't really codes. The ones that say promo codes are your codes. I wonder why Pocket Knife shows them, but Knife doesn't. That's so silly. Because oh no, they are on there. They're down at the bottom. What is this $9 tactical? Look, it's got a skull on it. That's pretty wild. You can get that knife for half price. Yeah, they did show up this time when I typed knife. I don't know why they didn't show up last time. If you type knife in, it should show the same things as when you type pocket knife in, because it's even less. So these are instant, so those aren't really saving you nothing. That's just like an ad, and you can click this box for promo code only, and those are the ones that actually you're saving money on. Little $5 multi-tool, 50% off deal. There's a tri-stash on Blade Binge. How far down? Did it just come up today? Hey, there's a Raccoon 5. Cool knife. There it is. There's a version 2 in Ultim if y'all want it. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. 5 minutes after the broadcast ended yesterday, that guy hit me up and said, "Do you want it for $225?" Talking about the Isotope Mini. And I'd offered him $220. He had it listed for $250. I offered him $220. He hit me back with $225, and I said sure. So he shipped it out yesterday, so it's on the way to me. So thank you, Mr. Robin. That's what made me think of it. Robin let me know it's for sale, and I did grab it. What is this? What is this Kubi? I don't think I've seen that Kubi. Is that an older one? The Bellis? Maybe I have. Maybe I just didn't pay attention. Where's the Bellis? Yeah, that's not a common one. Nothing comes up for it when you type it in. No unboxing, no nothing. What is that knife? Oh, there it is. Aha. Wow, they make a lime green one. I don't think I've seen one of those. A weird looking knife. I liked, anyway, the one I bought, we looked at it yesterday. I think it's got I didn't even pay attention really. I think it's got a stonewash blade, maybe. Let's see. Well, there's the back shot that I love so much. Wow, only 20%. That's a good picture. 100%. Oh, that's 10. Yeah, you can really see scratches on something. All right. Let's see. And then whoops. Dang it. Hit the wrong button. I wanted to see these other pictures. Okay, there's the lockup. Lockup looks good. He's got the important pictures and the centering. So he's got the centering, the lockup, the back shot. What does the lockup look like at 100%? What do we got? Oh, is it way over here? Yeah, it's about 40%. That's good. Number 192. I didn't pay attention to that either. Maybe it's not a dark blade. I don't know. Yeah, it is. That's fine though. I like it. Oh, you can rotate it. Nice. Well, there we go. Save a copy. That's pretty cool. You can actually edit it while you're viewing it. Yeah, why aren't you letting me? You can crop it? Wow. That's funny. That's kind of funny. A little bit better. Yeah, I think, is that, what's the new cold steel that I want? They got a titanium cold steel. The Atlas. I want to get one of these. I want to try out that lock. The FM1. No, yeah, it's the FM1, isn't it? I don't know. Cold steel FM1. Yeah, it's the FM1. You got the titanium FM1 the other day? How is it? How do you like the lock? I got a call from a restricted number. No thanks. It reminds me of a ProTech a little bit. Yeah, I don't know when the last time a FM1 came up for sale. 27 days ago. $160 traded. Pictures are not there no more. And then there was one 5 months ago. Sold for $100. But the black one or the... Where's the FM1? There it is. Yeah, it was that $100. Yeah, I would have grabbed that one for $100. I wish I had a Ferrari. I mean, look how thin that little thing is, though. Wow, it's so thin. That's the only thing I can't deal with is the thinness. Wonder if Original Goat makes a scale for it yet. That'd be a cool knife for Original Goat to make a thicker scale for. Man, it's so thin. One of the thinnest knives I've ever seen. So I need to go back and see who bought this. YOLO FM1 received. Start chat. Would you like to sell me your old steel FM1? Thanks. I'm going to message this guy that bought this one for $100 and see if he'll sell it to me for 80. And I'm going to go to his last post, which he doesn't have. He's never made a post, but he commented a month ago on this post right here. So I'm going to reply to him and say chat. And he's going to get mad because I'm replying on his want to buy. I'll just be like, I didn't know how to get a hold of you, buddy. Yeah, real thin. Like 0.3 of an inch thin. The Brazen. What is this? Show fewer posts like this. Thank you. Striders. S&G Gray Monkey Edge. Double Gunner Grip. S&G Monkey Edge. Frag Pattern Gray. Lego Black G10. That's a lot of stuff going on those descriptions. Those scales right there are super cool, those bottom ones. What in the heck are those? I didn't know some of those were called Lego. That's pretty funny. Yeah, those scales are pretty cool right there. Christopher, Amazon won't ship to your house? That's weird. All right, guys. Today is my day off, and I would kind of like to get started on enjoying it. I've got to run to the post office because it was closed yesterday. Sold a couple of knives. I sold my Giant Mouse Ace Sonoma. Brand new in the box. And I sold a couple of knives to William. And, no, Ray Sachs, I don't have any swords. I've got a machete that's pretty much a sword. But no, sir, I do not. All right, so I guess we're going to wind this one down. Tomorrow is episode 300. I will be doing a big giveaway. Oh, yeah, I had something I was going to tell y'all that has to do with that, but I'll wait till tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I could talk about it. I might as well go ahead and say it. So I ordered 10 knives to I ordered 10 of the same knife. I ordered 5 of 2 different styles of a knife. And I got 10 of them because I was going to get them for the giveaway. And give away a bunch of people that I'm really appreciative of in the channel a bunch of knives. Well, they shipped them, and I copied the tracking number. I always take and copy my tracking numbers into the 17 track app It keeps up with everything from every shipping place. So I use a shipping app called 17 Track, and it shows a list of all my tracking numbers. And so I've got the tracking in there. And then 2 days ago, I get a message from AliExpress saying that they were processing my refund for a pretty substantial amount of money because I bought 10 knives. And I was like, what's going on with this refund? So I logged into AliExpress and they refunded me for that order, but I've got tracking for it and it just left Chicago. So it's like 2 or 3 days away from me getting it. And I think I'm going to get the knives and they refunded my money for some reason. It shows the reason they refunded it. It says expired. And I think that the person that I bought it from didn't like click the button saying they had fulfilled the order somehow. And it ran through the 10 days or whatever they have to ship it. And AliExpress thought that it expired and they didn't ship it. So they refunded my money. But the place had already sent the knives. So I'm having a moral conflict on if I should take it as karma for me buying 10 knives to give away and I got them for free, or if I should figure out how to give them their money. I'm at a crossroads. Yeah, it's the opposite of that scam, Mitchell. I've heard of those scams where they give you a tracking number and it's somewhere to another package like close to you. And so it looks like it's really shipping. But this is the opposite. This is, I got refunded money. I've already got my refund. So I got the money back that I spent on those knives, and I think they actually shipped them. So I'm having a moral dilemma because I'm the type of person that if I go to a restaurant and they give me the wrong change back and give me too much money back, I don't keep it. I tell them they gave me too much money back and their drawer's going to be off, and I give them the money back. So that's where I'm kind of at with getting the free knives. I've never heard of them trying to recharge me at delivery, mister. It's just going to show up in the mailbox. So at that point, if they do show up, then maybe I do need to contact them and pay them and say, hey, y'all refunded money you shouldn't have. Yeah, they probably will just say, well, thanks for being honest. You know, we've already done it, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I thought I would, but I found it ironic that I bought the knives as a gesture, you know, as a good gesture to give away. And then I got blessed also by getting the money back for them. That's kind of one way to look at it. You know, and I like to think that I've paid AliExpress a fair bit of money but that's not, they have individual vendors and the vendors aren't getting their money. So, yeah. But anyway, I thought I would share that with y'all before we end this stream. So that's why I was going to say it was going to be a big giveaway. Like I said, they should be here in a couple of days, so it should hit right about the same time as I'm ready to send out the giveaway winner knives. So we might do a bunch of spins tomorrow. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Thanks again to Mr. Ed for popping up on stream. If any of y'all would like to show some knives on stream, you're welcome to. You don't have to show yourself if you don't want to. You can have a straight down view like I do. Or you can show your mug if that's what you choose. Anyway. Yep, 300. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a great day. Can't believe we made it to 300. Appreciate y'all that have been here for just one. Be here bright and early tomorrow for the giveaway. If you hadn't hit that like button, like Mr. Pete said, please smash it on your way out. If you haven't subscribed, please do so.